Hi guys, it's Loukisha and welcome back to Loukisha's Story. If this is your first time with me, welcome, and I hope that you are entertained somewhat and informed. Today I'm going to be kind of talking about some serious issues that are kind of going on within the HAE community. I just was informed yesterday by a wonderful swell sister that she is dealing with some pretty intense issues with her insurance company. They have decided to take her to change the benefits. And the one that is really affecting her greatly is that normally her HAE medications are under pharmacy benefits, and they have told her that they are going to be removing them from pharmacy benefits and sliding them over to medical benefits. Now, in doing that, you're wondering, what does that mean and why is that such a big issue? Well, the problem is this. When they take it from pharmacy and move it over to medical, now they can ask or make your doctor's office or find some other facility to have to pay for your meds directly. Not only will they have to pay for them and bill the insurance later, they will have to store the medications in their office, and then they will have to give you that medication during office hours. So if you work, then that's going to make it really, really difficult for you to get to your doctor's office, to stay on your regimen, to stay on the schedule for your medication. For people like myself who have HAE, it gets even more tricky. We have, some of us are on, have used medicines prophylactically, which many of you know I do that. I infuse twice a week, and that is to help to keep my swells under somewhat of control. And then I also have a rescue med, so that if I have a swell outside of the scheduled my scheduled infusion, then that also can help me as well. Well, for some people, they may only have rescue meds, and for treating HAE, time is the biggest issue. The faster you can treat, the faster you can most likely get a swell under control. Now, if you have a person where you have a lot of swelling in your extremities, then you know what, maybe that is something that you can kind of play with the timing of it. But for individuals like me, most of my swells happen in my lips, my face, my tongue, and my airway. So the faster I can get that med in, the faster I can hopefully stop the swell. Or if it continues, then there's at least some meds in me while I'm waiting for the ambulance to get me, or if I feel that I'm safe enough to drive, have my husband to drive me to the ER, then that gets that medicine in and going. So now just imagine 3 a.m. you wake up and you start having those prodromes, that $20 word that just means you start having, your body's giving you signals that a swell is happening. Well, normally you would go over, lean over, grab your meds and infuse. Well, just imagine 3 in the morning and your meds aren't in your room anymore. Now you have to get dressed, get in your car, and drive to a facility to infuse your meds. And even worse, if it's in your doctor's office, they don't have hours where you can just show up at 3 a.m. to infuse your med. And so now a situation, in an emergency situation that you could pre-treat and help, now becomes even more scary and even more of an emergency, because now you have absolutely nothing to treat your swells. And you have to hope and pray that the ambulance can make it to your home and hopefully be able to secure your airway, mostly by an in the field intubation. And for any of you guys who've had an intubation, which I have, under the most calm and sterile situations in an operating room, it's challenging enough. But now add into being in a field with people coming in a heightened sense of emergency, and then having someone to try to do to start intubating you. If they can't get it through your nose or your mouth, then they'd have to do an emergency trach. And that is a whole nother thing that no one should ever have to live through if they can be prevented. So I'm sharing this with you guys to educate those who are in the community that we need to say something now. If they're coming for one of us, they're coming for all of us. And so if they're able to do this to my dear sweet friend, they could do that to me, and they could definitely do it to you. So then if we look outside of our community, we start looking at the rare disease community. Again, if they can do it to us, they will come for you next. And then outside of that, for others who may have diseases or things that are well known and maybe easier to treat, they will also do that to you guys as well. If some of you are already maybe some of you are already experiencing that right now. And so I wanted to just sound the alarm and lend my voice and lend my help and whatever else that I can do to help my sister. Because in helping her, I'm going to help myself, and I'm going to be helping everybody else. And so that's one of the things that I want to do with Loukisha's story, is just be able to empower and enlighten and inform you. I tell everyone all the time that knowledge is power. The more that you know, and the more that you can educate yourself about your disease, about your treatments, the specialists that will be treating you, the manufacturer of the drug, when and where or how the disease was even discovered. It's just one more thing that you have that can help you to better inform someone else so that you can get the treatments that you need or get the services that you may need. And it can also help others to be able to locate services or things that you may also have need of. And also sharing that information with your family and with your loved ones and those who are willing and wanting to help you as you are treating your disease. You know, for me, we treat as a family. So each person has a role and has a place of what to do for infusions, or if I am having a swell, or everything in between. We do it as a family, and everybody knows what to do. My daughter and my son, they know how to mix my infusion meds. They know how to infuse the medication. They know the names of them. They know the rates in which they need to be infused. And at first I thought it was so unfair to do that because they're kids. But they let me know that they were so appreciative of it, because when they were really, really little, there wasn't medicines, and all they could do is cry, and they would hug each other tightly and just shake and cry. And now to be able to, have meds that can help, and they've their jobs have gotten more. Before, they used to be like, hand holders and going to lay out meds and bringing ice packs. And now they do infusions for me and with me. It's just amazing to see how empowered they are, and that they're not cowering in fear anymore if they see that I'm having a swell. And so I just encourage you guys just to not isolate, which is so easy and understandable to do. And because, gosh, there's so many ways that you get very defeated, or you get upset, or you're tired, dealing with all the complexities that come with having a rare disease or having an illness at all. And so one of the things I try to tell people, the only way that you can handle living with HAE and all the effects and all the things that come with it is in community. Without our community, there's just no way that I think you can keep sane. And so I hope that this video is a little bit more serious, but I hope that it informs you and it just fills you guys in on what's going on, and that it will also help you to get involved. Write your congressmen, your senators, find out who your health commissioners are in your area. Write emails, Twitter, Facebook. There's so many things that they're connected to, so many social media. Just make sure you get your voice heard. Especially, we also have our elections coming. So make sure that you speak out for yourself and for your loved ones. And so again, thank you so much for coming to Loukisha's story. I hope you come back. Please remember to like and subscribe, to my channel. Come check out my story on my Facebook channel, Loukisha Story, Google Plus, Loukisha Story, the Twitter, Loukisha Story, email, loukisha.story@gmail.com. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Please share your likes, your comments, your suggestions, ideas, or questions in the comment section below. And I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks so much for checking out this video with me. I hope you come back, and see you guys next time. And remember, everybody has a story to tell, so don't be afraid to tell yours.